Ending Birthright Citizenship. On his first day back in office, President Trump issued multiple executive orders, including a notable one aimed at ending birthright citizenship. This order would deny U.S. citizenship to children born to undocumented or temporary residents, starting February 19, 2025.
Birthright citizenship. Birthright citizenship is the legal right to acquire citizenship of a country simply by being born within its territory, regardless of the parent's nationality or legal status. In the U.S., this right is guaranteed by the 14th Amendment to the Constitution. Exceptions typically include children of foreign diplomats. Executive orders. Executive orders are directives issued by the President of the United States that have the force of law. They are used to manage operations of the federal government and do not require approval from Congress, though they must operate within the boundaries of the Constitution and existing laws. Limits of executive orders. The conflict between birthright citizenship and presidential authority. The issue arises because an executive order must operate within the boundaries of the Constitution and existing laws. In this case, birthright citizenship is guaranteed by the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which states that all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States. This constitutional provision explicitly grants citizenship to anyone born in the U.S., with limited exceptions, for example, children of foreign diplomats. An executive order attempting to end birthright citizenship would contradict the 14th Amendment. The President cannot unilaterally override or amend the Constitution. To make such a change, a constitutional amendment would be required, which involves a lengthy process requiring approval by 2/3 of Congress and ratification by 3/4 of the states. While the President has broad authority to issue executive orders, those orders cannot conflict with the Constitution. If such an executive order were issued, it would almost certainly face legal challenges and likely be struck down by the courts as unconstitutional. U.S. citizenship. U.S. citizenship is the legal status that grants individuals the rights, responsibilities, and privileges of being a member of the United States. It can be obtained by birth within U.S. territory, naturalization, or through other specific legal processes. Citizens have rights such as voting, holding a U.S. passport, and protection by U.S. laws, as well as obligations like paying taxes and serving on juries. Undocumented residents. People living in a country without legal authorization, often lacking official immigration paperwork such as visas or permits. Temporary residents. People residing in a country legally but on a temporary basis, such as through a work, student, or tourist visa. Naturalization. Naturalization refers to the legal process by which a person who is not a citizen of a country becomes one. It typically involves meeting certain eligibility requirements, such as residency, language proficiency, knowledge of the country's laws and history, and taking an oath of allegiance. Naturalization grants the individual the same rights and responsibilities as native-born citizens. Serving on juries. Serving on juries refers to the civic duty of acting as a juror in a court of law. A juror is a member of a group of citizens chosen to listen to evidence, deliberate, and make decisions in a legal case. Serving on juries is a responsibility of citizenship in many countries, such as the United States, and is often required when summoned by the court. Foreign diplomats. Foreign diplomats are official representatives of a foreign government who are sent to another country to conduct diplomatic relations. Their roles often include representing their country's interests, negotiating on behalf of their government, fostering relationships, and protecting the rights of their citizens abroad. Foreign diplomats are typically granted diplomatic immunity, which exempts them from the host country's jurisdiction in certain cases. Diplomatic immunity. Diplomatic immunity is a legal protection granted to foreign diplomats that exempts them from the jurisdiction of the host country's laws in most cases. This privilege allows diplomats to perform their duties without interference or fear of legal prosecution in the host country. Diplomatic immunity is governed by international law, primarily the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, 1961. While it protects diplomats from criminal and civil liability, it does not absolve them from responsibility under their home country's laws. Jurisdiction. Jurisdiction refers to the legal authority or power of a court, government, or institution to make decisions, enforce laws, or administer justice in a specific area or over certain individuals or cases. It can apply geographically, for example, within a country or state, or to the subject matter of a legal issue. Constitution. Constitution refers to a fundamental set of principles, laws, and structures that outline how a government operates. It establishes the rights and duties of citizens, the powers of government institutions, and the framework for creating and enforcing laws. A constitution is considered the supreme law of the land, and all other laws must align with it. Amendment. Amendment refers to a formal change or addition made to a law, document, or agreement, particularly in legal or constitutional contexts. It is a process used to improve, clarify, or update existing rules or regulations. In the context of the U.S. Constitution, an amendment is a change or addition that becomes part of the Constitution once it is formally ratified. Obligations. Obligations refer to duties or responsibilities that an individual, organization, or government is bound to perform, either legally, morally, or socially. Obligations may arise from contracts, laws, agreements, or societal norms. They are something a person is required to do, often to fulfill a promise or comply with a rule.